Hi, in this video, I'm going to discuss about analytic geometry. First, we're going to talk about Cartesian coordinate system, or simply we can say plane. In the Cartesian coordinate system, we have two lines. The first line we called horizontal line, another line we called vertical line. For horizontal line, we gave the name x-axis, and the vertical line we called y-axis. And for this section, we need to identify the point we called coordinate point, and we should written in order pair x comma y, and it should be right in the bracket. So here example we have given p of 3 comma 4, the 3 for x coordinate and 4 for y coordinate. Let me explain in the picture. So horizontal line we called x-axis, and in the center we have 0, right side positive values and left side negative values, and vertical line we called y-axis, above the x positive values, below the x negative values. So the entire system we called Cartesian coordinate system, or simply we can say plane. The two lines intersect at origin. So in the coordinate point we represent here on the right side, the picture we have given 0, 0. And similar way, the two lines divided 4 parts of the plane. The first one is first quadrant, and second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. See, for example, if I'm taking the point 2, 1, 2 for x coordinate, 1 for y coordinate. So which means if you draw the line x equal to 2, which is passing through x-axis at the point 2 is a vertical line, and y equal to 1 is a horizontal line passing through y-axis. So it's a horizontal line, and the intersecting point is a coordinate point. In the same way, we can denote for another example for the first coordinate 1, 3. So x equal to 1 is a vertical line passing through x-axis, and y equal to 3 is a horizontal line passing through y-axis, and the intersecting point is a coordinate point 1, 3. And in the first coordinate we have x and y are positive, but in the second coordinate x negative, y positive. Same like third quadrant, we have both are negative, x and y are negative. And the fourth quadrant, x positive, y negative. The first distance formula is derived square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So if you have two coordinate points in the plane, we can be able to find the distance between the 2 points. Okay, let me explain with the example. So we have 2 points in the question. The question we need to find the distance between the points 3, negative 4 and negative 13, negative 11. So we know the rule d equal to square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So what we have to do here, we need to give the name of the point. So what is x1? x1 equal to 3. And what is y1? It is negative 4. And what is x2? It is negative 13. And y2 is negative 11. So just you have to give the name of the points and substitute in the rule. And you can use calculator for calculating the value. Let me explain the values. If first x2, the x2 is negative 13 minus x1 is 3, the whole square plus y2 is negative 11 minus y1 is negative 4, the whole square. So we have two negative signs, means number will be added. So 13 plus 3 will be 16, but sign will be retained, minus 16 square. Plus, and here minus will become positive in the middle. So minus 11 plus 4 will be minus 7 square. The square of the value is 256 plus, and 7 square will become 49. So if you have a negative sign, no need to bother about it, because we are taking square, so automatically the sign will become positive. So 256 plus 49 will be 305. So square root of 305 is 17.464. Next we talk about midpoint formula. The midpoint between the 2 points of the plane. So the points x1, y1 and the second point x2, y2, then what is midpoint? So the formula is capital M equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. We'll discuss with example. So find the midpoint. The points are given. Okay, same like the previous example, we have the same points. So we need to give the name of the points. So what is x1? 3, and y1, it's negative 4. What is x2? Negative 13, and y2 is negative 11. So we should give the name of the given points. It is important thing in the question. Then we should remember the rule. What is the rule? x2 plus x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. And here we are talking about the point, so that's why we have to keep in order pair. So replace the values. x1 is 3, x2 is negative 13, divided by 2, y1 is negative 4, and y2 is negative 11, divided by 2. So the value is plus and minus will become negative in the middle of the first coordinate. So 3 minus 13 will be negative 10, divided by 2 is negative 5. And similar way for y coordinate, negative 4, negative 11 divided by 2 is negative 15 divided by 2, and that is minus 7.5. By the way, students, you can use the calculating the values by calculator. The slope of a line. Next we talk about the concept of slope. It is nothing but the measurement of its steepness of the line. So here in the picture we mentioned the slanting line. So what is the slope of the line? If I have 2 points on the line, then it is easy to find the slope of the line. So x1, y1 and x2, y2 are the 2 points of the line. Then the slope is defined. M is equal to small m, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So for the line we have the slopes are defined depends on the line's direction. See, for slanting line we have 2 types. The slanting on the right side, the slope is positive. The line slanting on the left side of the plane, the slope is negative. Horizontal line, we don't have slope, that's no steepness, so slope is 0. For vertical line, we cannot find the slope because the vertical line, we don't have steepness. We are not talking about, we are talking about steepness, but that's the steepness, it's straight. So that we cannot define. Next we discuss about the question, the slope of the line passing through the points it's given. So same way we have to give the name. What is x1? It is negative 4. y1 is positive 8. x2 is positive 9 and y2 is negative 7. So give the name and replace in the rule. The formula m equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So what is y2? Negative 7 minus, what is y1? 8 divided by x2 is 9 minus x1 having minus, so minus of minus will become plus. So negative 15 divided by 13 gives minus 1.154. Next, we have a picture representation and 4 lines are mentioned in the figure, and we need to find the slope of the line. The first line A, they mention 2 points. So first we need to identify the coordinate point. So what is the coordinate point of the first line A? And the point meet at x-axis is negative 7. So always we need to think about x, then y. And the point meets at y-axis 2. So negative 7 comma 2 is the coordinate point. And same like the point meets at x-axis is negative 3 and y-axis at positive 4. So then you have to give the name for x1, and this is x1, y1, and the second point you can give as x2, y2, and substitute in the rule. The rule already we discussed in the previous example. M equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So replace the values and find out. And similar way for the line B. So we have 2 points on the line they mentioned in the picture. We need to identify the coordinate point. So the point meets at x, 6, comma, and the point meets for y, it's negative 2. So 6 comma negative 2. And same like the next point, always think about x because the first one for x and second one for y in the coordinate. So the points meet at x, it's 2, comma, and y, it's 4. So 2 comma 4. And you have to give the name x1, y1, x2, second point x2 and y2. Then replace in the formula y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So I will explain what is y2. Y2 is, even you can change as here x2, y2, x1, y1, no problem. If you change like this, x2, this is x2, y2, and this is x1, y1, it's not a problem. Okay. And the next line, we have C. C is a horizontal line. So in the previous example, we learned about the horizontal line has no steepness. So the slope must be 0. And the vertical line, we cannot find the slope for the vertical line. So slope is undefined. And we should mention undefined. Here we do not write 0 for vertical line.